Okay, before this video begins, I want to say that the footage I recorded of myself and my audio and all corrupted. Now, here's the thing. As me and my friend were recording this video, I had three different things recording audio, and I had like three different softwares recording my audio, because this usually happens to me a lot. Something always happens, and the video gets messed up, and then I have to start from scratch. To this point, I'm used to it. And this video was about to be scrapped, but my friend was screen recording the whole conversation we had. And the only downside is that my audio is not that good, so I want to say if you have a hard time hearing me, I am sorry. And this video was going to be a part 1 to a series I have planned on making, and it's probably going to be short due, to be honest. Probably ain't even gonna last like 2 episodes or something. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video of the conversation we had. It's not edited at all, and it's just the whole conversation we had. Audience under the age of 26 and 18, hopefully, because I don't want to. Joining me today is a good friend of mine. Why don't you introduce yourself, buddy?
I am Tanner. I am from the TDJ Show, a sports podcast that me and his friend Dominic do, as well as my friend Dominic. So we do that over on the TDJ Show on YouTube. Go check it out. Yeah. So what are we doing today, man?
All right. Well, my Batman movie that's probably going to be bad. We are going to rank all the suits.
Hold on. You're already taking shots at this.
Yeah.
To be honest, I feel like this is probably one of the best Batman trailers to ever come out.
Who knows?
And dude, the movie hasn't even, they haven't even released a second trailer yet, and you're already bashing the first one? Jeez.
I thought the Hitman's wife bodyguard was anyway.
And, okay. Okay, so, you're, okay.
Alright, so, ranking these suits by good, mediocre, bad. I have Tanner here because me and him go see eye to eye on those Batman. Let's see how he ranks. Alright, now first off is 1920 Imperial suit, used for Batman's very first debut on screen. I'll let Tanner talk about this.
Well, to me, there's nothing wrong with this suit, except for the pointy ears. The ears are too pointy. No offense. I think Batman costumes with pointy ears or ears that are just too long just don't make the suit look good. Yeah, let's not go there. So I like the emblem. I like the stitching on the emblem, resemblance more of the like the bones of the bat, which I kind of like. And then it's hard to kind of tell with the belt of the suit because of what the picture looks like. I will say this though, I grew up watching westerns with my grandfather, so like this look, it's not different for me. I'm used to this look, and I could probably watch this Batman in black and white. So I don't. All right, tell me what the tiers are again.
Good, mediocre, and okay.
Good, mediocre, and okay.
Good, mediocre, and bad.
Okay. Can we? I don't think this suit's really mediocre, but I don't think it's good. I mean, yeah, I know. I'm gonna go, except for maybe the ear. To be honest, the suit just doesn't look good with the pointy ears. So, you know what? I'm gonna say mediocre.
All right. Hold on, someone's calling me, but I'll be back real quick.
Quick pause. Well, ladies and gentlemen, while I have the chance, like I said, I'm Tanner from the TDJ Show, a sports podcast that me and my friend Dominic do. I met Isaiah actually a little while ago. Great friend of ours and Dominic's. Go check him out. He does a lot of hard work on this channel. Take a visit, watch all of his episodes because he works his rear end off to make great content for his viewers. So on the TDJ show, we cover just about everything between soccer, NFL, NBA, hockey, sometimes the MLB, a lot of stuff. Go check us out, and we'll be back with your quick. We'll be back after this quick break. Back. All right, so I've judged that the first suit mediocre. Yeah.
First one?
Yeah, first suit mediocre.
Stop, hold on. Alright, now my team. This reminds me of the pajamas I used to wear when I was 5. So, I want to be real with you, I'm not a fan of it. I don't like how pointy the nose is. The guy looks like he just grabbed a pair of scissors and cut the eyeballs out.
Well, there's that too. Yeah.
I do like the bones on the bat symbol. My only gripe is a little too small for the suit, and it's completely gray. And it's really my only flaw with it. So I'm going to put it in bad.
Okay.
All right, now next. The myth, the legend.
I love this suit.
The actor was so famous that he actually played himself on Family Guy. You can't hate Adam West. It's impossible. It's like hating Bruce Campbell. You can't. Everything Adam West is in is good.
Yeah. But you want to know? Simply for me, this is good. This suit's good. The suit ain't gonna land on mediocre, or it isn't gonna land on bad. Now, my only pet peeve with it is how the nose looks in this photo. How the nose looks. This is my only pet peeve. Otherwise, the suit's good, just in general.
Yeah. All right. For me, yeah, this is a 10 out of 10 flawless suit. When you think of Batman, this is what comes in a lot of people's minds. I also like the eyebrows. They add personality.
Yeah, that too.
We're totally not defending this suit just because Adam West is a legend.
Yeah, he is a legend. But if you look at this, but Isaiah, if you just look at this suit compared to the last one we looked at, overall, this is just way better. It's
colorful. It's more. It pops out more. As this show was one of the first shows to be in color. And I put this in the good scale.
Yeah.
Next is what made Batman. Basically, if it wasn't for this, then we wouldn't have the serious Batman as we know and love. The Tim Burton 1989 Michael Keaton suit. Now, what do you think about it?
Oh, this is good. Here's when you say the Dark Knight, this is what you imagine. His suit is black. Yeah, is it just straight up black with the yellow emblem? Yeah, it is. I mean, there's really no. Okay, I can't see the utility belt from here, so I don't know that way, but it's
basically the same as the next big one.
Yeah, so I mean, this is good. When you envision Dark Knight, when you say Dark Knight and you envision a suit, this is what you kind of expect, the all black suit. Yeah, so this is good for me.
This suit is also perfect for me, except for one flaw. The bottom of the bat symbol where the tail's at.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh.
That's the only gripe I have with it, but overall, I think it's a good suit.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. That's a good point. Yeah. All right.
What makes it work is the way Tim Burton shoots him, the scene where he first shows up and spreads his cape out. It looks outstanding. It looks creepy and scary. Plus, what I respect about Michael Keaton, he's the only Batman I've seen that can make smiling look terrifying. Have you seen any other Batman that smiled while still being scary?
There's not many.
All right, next is the exact same suit.
Yeah.
Except that symbol's better, so there's nothing really much to talk about.
Yeah.
So this is my favorite suit from the first one because they fixed the bat symbol.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is good. All right, next.
Hold on. I will say the belt on the utility belt's kind of mediocre though. If you go back to the Adam West one, there's more pockets and stuff. But if you just look at that, It's like it's just basically you took a brown leather belt, maybe spray painted a little bit and put a huge belt buckle on it. You know?
I just remember that episode where Batman and Robin are climbing up a building and they take this like metal cage off.
Yeah.
And Batman tells Robin not to throw it down because it might hurt somebody.
Yeah.
So Batman has like a bat window holder that he just pulls out, puts it onto the ceiling and puts it there.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, when you envision Dark Knight, this is like when you say Dark Knight and you envision the bat suit, this is what you envision. Yeah. I mean, the belt, like, if you could take any piece of this suit and put it anywhere, the belt would be mediocre to me. Like, this belt just doesn't, no. Now,
next is Val Kilmer.
Oh, this is bad.
All right, just hold on a sec.
This is bad already.
Hold on. Just take the nipples. What do you think?
That's kind of hard to do, man.
Just go on Microsoft Paint or something. Get like the paintbrush and paint over the nipples.
Here's the issue, man. Here's the issue, Isaiah. The issue is with this. When you remember Batman and Robin and Batman Forever, when you think of those movies, you think of the ice puns, then you think of how the acting was, then you think the suits. Then you remember what the suits look like, and you're like, oh, yeah, dude, this is already bad. I can't even, like, you can't even take the, like, you can't.
The best part, the crotch.
That's even worse.
I mean, dang, that's a mighty fine bulge you got going on.
That's even worse to me. I will say, I mean, the belt, that's silver, it's kind of hard for me. It's kind of hard. I think that silver blends in with the black too much. Yeah, this is just bad all around. Bad all around. Nuh-uh.
My opinion is, how would you put this on the scale?
Oh, bad.
Now, for me, if they never added the nipple, this actually would have been one of my favorite suits.
No, definitely.
But since the nipples are there, and it is hard because every single shot is always focusing on those nipples. It's not like
the suit's just like, I mean, it's hard to focus on that. Like, you can focus on three things: the pectorals, the crotch, and then how bad the belt just blends in with it all.
Yeah. So for me, it gets mediocre.
It gets bad for me. This sucks. I mean, the only, like, I guess, even though that's technically not how Val Kilmer's, like, his lower body is structured, but it's like they did very good detail on the ab and the core. I will say that.
No respect to Val Kilmer. He did a good job in Prince People.
He did good acting, but it's like, man, this suit just it's bad. Next.
This is later on in the movie. He gets a new suit to fight Riddler, and they take away the nipples. That's a plus.
Yeah, it is, but too much silver.
Yeah. My biggest gripe is that the bat symbol on it is way too big.
I could.
For me, my favorite Batmans are the ones with the yellow.
Yeah.
Symbol. I don't like how they're taking that away now. I can understand it helps him blend in more.
Yeah.
He can just wrap his cape around that.
There's too much for me. There's too much silver with this. Now I think they made the like.
I think it's the lighting in the image. I don't think that.
They made the belt look better, but okay, maybe you probably should have went with a black symbol there instead of this yellow. The yellow, I mean, or gold, I guess, but the gold and silver really doesn't work. I don't know. I guess I kind of like the larger logo, and I guess with the pectoral, that area, like that feature getting taken away, it's better. But, looking at it more, and to be honest, I really don't remember actually watching. I don't remember when I watched the movie, actually. I don't remember the costume change. The core area is even worse. I mean,
yeah.
I think the first suit in the core area looked good, but this one just looks horrible. Like the detail, and I hate to criticize the people who did this and put the work in it, but it's like,
Well, I mean, it's Joel Schumacher. If you've seen his Phantom of the Opera movie, The Lost Boys, kind of expecting something weird.
Here's the thing. When you want, like, here's the thing. Batman, if you look at it from, 75 years now? And you look at what has made it, the character so special, and you want your movie to be one to remember, and you want to, and especially the suit, this suit's just not, I don't know, for some odd reason, I feel like the first one he had in the first part of the movie looks better. They both look, they're both bad. Simple, both bad.
For me, yeah, the suit ain't that great. I would put it, but it has charm for what it was, for me. So I would put it mediocre, but below the bat nipples, to be honest.
It's just,
If you add nipples on that, now how do you think? I'm gonna edit my own nipples onto the suit.
Yeah, I don't think it. I don't. You know what? To be brutally honest with you, I think it would. I think it'd make it look worse. Like if you look at the arm structure, the shoulder structure, and the pectoral structure of the suit, that's very well. I do say I like the large logo, but like the core area and then the belt, and then I guess if I was able to see the whole suit, legs down, I think it just gets worse from there. This is bad.
All right.
This is bad for me.
Now in Batman and Robin, he makes that suit to fight Mr. Freeze, and ooh.
Here's the thing. You want to know what this movie's going to be remembered for?
Ice puns.
Yeah, the ice puns, and George Clooney isn't like
he's a good actor.
He's a great actor. One of the best. One of the best actors.
Seen Ocean 11?
No.
You ever seen? Have you seen From Dusk Till Dawn?
Maybe.
It's like a vampire movie.
I've seen George Clooney in movies.
Yeah, he's a fantastic actor, but the lines he's given here, he has nothing to work on.
Here's the thing. When you all right, so they went from Michael Keaton, they had Adam West, Val Kilmer. At this point in time, you're looking at a Batman. So they bring George Clooney in, which isn't a horrible decision. He's a great actor, so it's like, all right, let's make the bet. Maybe let's put an actor like Clooney in and see what he does. He's definitely not one of the greatest actors in the Batman series. He's probably depending on how many there are, he's probably that low bottom range, and that's no offense to him and his skills in general. It's just I don't think he wasn't able to pull off the Batman role. I will say the suit though, the suit, I kind of the blue and kind of the light silver isn't bad. It's kind of cool. Yeah. I'm gonna go good. I've always like out of the Val Kilmer, like the whole Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, this was definitely the best one.
Yeah, definitely. For me, I'm going to have to give it a mediocre. I'm not a huge fan of the pattern. It is a little weird, and like you said, Val Kilmer ain't really the best Batman. Right. Well, let's move on to
Batman Begins.
I feel like we're going to have a lot to talk about.
The Batman Begins.
I think we can agree me and you didn't like Batman.
No, out of the trilogy, this was definitely the worst one. No offense, but
I got death threats at school for saying I didn't like Batman Begins.
Really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I just out of the trilogy, this one wasn't the greatest.
My problem is how the ears just curve upwards on him, and the way he can't in the Tim Burton Batman movie, he couldn't move his neck either. But the way he moved in the movie kind of looked cool. This one, if you look at the line down beneath, it looks like he should be able to move his neck.
Yeah.
What gives you?
Yeah,
this suit sucks.
I didn't like the Batman Begins one either. I would say this was
rubbery. It looks.
This is mediocre to me. But when we get to the Dark Knight and the Dark Knight Rises, that's when it's like, all right, this is when we have to have the discussion. For me, this is just mediocre.
Yeah. All right, and here's the thing: all the suits look like there's some armor on it. Like it looks like it's going to be impossible to stab them. This suit looks like it's made out of rubber, and it's so easy to just stab right through.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, we both agree on bad.
I said mediocre. I said mediocre for this one.
He has mediocre. I have bad. All right. So
this is
so in the Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises, he wears the same suit, so this is the same. We're going to talk both about these movies.
This is good. I love this suit.
All right.
Here's the thing.
All right.
When you hear Lucius Fox at the movies describing how the art, like the alloy and like all these military tech references and whatever, to be honest, he kind of looks like a soldier.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad thing. And here's the thing, like not everybody's gonna remember this movie for how the detective skills were in it. No,
Nobody's gonna forget this movie.
The Dark Knight is
a good movie.
By far, and I don't know if you're going to agree with me on this, by far, I know Adam West had a few movies, but this one...
He had one.
I think he had one or two, but one was animated, so I don't think it counts.
Yes. Well, didn't he come back at an old age to, redo some of the scenes from the early episode?
I don't know. Possibly.
I remember seeing that and going when I was little. I saw something like that and going that's the exact same thing that happened in the old show.
Here's the thing, this movie by far, and we have not seen the Batman yet with Patterson, because that's
it's not the Batman. It's the
Batman. Yeah, we haven't seen it because that one hasn't come out yet. But if you look at all the movies, The Dark Knight Rises, by far, is the best.
Rises?
No, Jesus. The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
The Dark Knight by far is the best Batman movie ever. Here's the thing.
Right.
Anytime you have, Keaton had Joker, all right? And that was a good Joker, all right? And then you didn't all right, then Val didn't have Joker. Clooney didn't have Joker. Wait, did Clooney? No.
Clooney didn't have Joker. Clooney had Two-Face.
Clooney had Mr. Freeze.
No. Yeah.
Mr.
Ivy and Bane.
Yeah.
Val had Two-Face, which kind of was the Joker in its own way.
Yeah, in its own way, but it wasn't really him. Okay?
Yeah.
Joker, if you just look, this movie is just so darn good. And
Joker is horrifyingly good.
Here's the thing.
It's a shame that he died before it came out.
You want to know how horrifyingly good Ledger was? The first time I watched this movie was about 4 to 5 years ago. You want to know why? Because I loved Batman as a little kid, and it was called The Hub at the time. So, and they'd have...
The Batcave?
The cartoon station was called Hub, and it had...
I'm thinking of that.
Yeah, it had Batman Beyond. It had the animated series on it at one point. All right, so I watched that. That's where I grew my love of Batman, was watching that around, every 6:30 at night. I was horrified of the Joker and how he looked for a long time. And I give Heath Ledger a lot of credit for making this role so gosh darn good. And I haven't seen Joker yet. I haven't seen Joaquin Phoenix's version yet. I just haven't had the time.
He is really good.
Actually, I might watch that tonight. So I'm going to say this based on the fact that I haven't watched Joker yet, and because Joker didn't have a movie all to himself, but Heath Ledger's Joker, ladies and gentlemen, has been the best Joker to ever cross the screen. Best.
All right, so how would you rate the suit?
Good.
All right.
Good.
Now, here's my opinion. I agree with everything you say. The Dark Knight is a 10 out of 10 flawless film. But for me, it is tied with the Tim Burton Batman movie, the first one, because I love both of those in their own unique way, and I can't choose from them. But the best Batman movie was the Adam West Batman movie with Joker,
Penguin, I believe Riddler, Catwoman, and I don't know who else was in it. But let's agree on that. Everyone remembers the shark repellent scene.
Yeah, that's probably that's probably the most memorable moment of that movie.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I agree. I love The Dark Knight. It is a perfect film, 10 out of 10. The suit for me. Now hear me out.
I will say the nose is a little too long.
Yeah.
Now looking at it closely.
The suit for me is mediocre because the face is so squinty and angry looking with him.
But that's the thing, though.
But for me, it comes across as him crying a little too hard. I don't like the eye makeup underneath that much.
I don't understand why they have the eye makeup in general. You know?
In Batman Returns, there's a scene where he has the suit on with the eye makeup, and that's when he takes the mask off and gone.
CGI.
Oh, that's like the 90s, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, 90s. Oh, wow. But that's
one with Penguin.
Oh, yeah. I don't... Yeah.
That was my favorite one, also.
Here's the thing, though. Like, this suit... The suit, like... Okay. Alright, the utility belt kind of looks bland, yes. But it looks like a utility belt. Like, it's got... like, that square pocket to the left. That could have, like, bombs or something. And then you have these little canisters. Like, this one looks more of a utility belt than any other suit.
Yeah. All right. So, well, for me, it is mediocre. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I do like how the cape can go back inside of him.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I will say, though, I do like... And I'm surprised you didn't find it. Like, all right, so remember that scene where, didn't he go to Tokyo or Japan? Or China? Yeah, he had business.
Yeah, I remember that scene.
Yeah, that was, like, he didn't have the cape on, but it's like, okay, he kind of had that hump on the back, but that was like, didn't it? But it's like, the suit's so adaptable, like, really, where, like, if you look at the begins, the suit's not adaptable. It's just that suit.
Like he can move.
And this
looks like he can move around with it.
Yeah. And then this one, to be honest, this one fits the movie good because he will knock anybody in the skull. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, he's meant to go to war in this suit. You know?
Yeah.
Alright, next one.
All right, let's move on. Alright.
Oh.
This one's complicated.
This one's too... This one isn't complicated. Then again, you found a Halloween costume, so you know what? It is complicated.
Well, here's the thing. Have you ever seen the Frank Miller Batman Returns?
Yes.
Batman's an old man.
Yes.
Because this movie, Batman v Superman, was based off the scene where he's fighting Superman in that comic.
Yeah.
And in the show.
Yeah.
And it looks exactly like how it looked in that cartoon, but it does not translate well to live action.
No, it just doesn't. The gray, like, this doesn't say Dark Knight. This is alright. If you go...
There's no crotch. Look how smooth it is down there. Where's the crotch?
If you look at this one, he can hide in the shadows. I mean, he probably could with the gray, but not as well.
True.
I don't like this suit. This is a bad suit. And that's nothing personal against Ben Affleck. I like Bale's Batman better than Affleck. But
Affleck's a good actor.
He's a good actor. He played the Batman role pretty good as a playboy.
Yeah.
Like if you look at Bale, he was able to play the playboy, and he was able to play the...
Well, the only problem I had with Bale was the voice.
I love the voice, dude. That's what's so memorable about that movie is the voice.
Come on.
Yeah, you say yeah, that voice is good.
He sounds like he swallowed a cup of coffee grinds.
Yeah, you're right.
Where are the other drug dealers? Sweater!
But his voice sounds... The voice sounds... Like, that voice sounds scary. But, like, the voice answer that Affleck is using just doesn't... Like, okay,
Yeah,
it's not
I agree
as
with
scary as Bell. It's not as scary. Bell's like Bell's voice is scary. Affleck's is not.
I agree with you. The suit sucks in
Yeah.
every way. But one thing I want to talk about is, what's your opinion on Batman killing
Batman what?
killing people?
It's happened in the comics before. I think we all knew at some point in time it was going to happen. Somebody
It always happens.
like one author was going to branch out from like, okay, he's got the code. Yeah, I don't kill. Like that's as simple as that. He doesn't kill.
Well, here's the thing for me. I like it way better when he doesn't kill, because he can make some really good stories out of that. But I'm perfectly fine with him killing. But what gets on my nerves is in The Dark Knight, he talks about how he doesn't kill no matter what. Yet we see him tackle Harvey Dent off of some sort of cliff.
Hold on. He had Jim Gordon and his family hostage and had them at gunpoint. And what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? All right, you're Batman, and you look at your surroundings. Yeah, you're probably right. He probably could have thrown a batarang and then I don't know,
knocked him out
or something like that. But
or tackle him in the opposite direction.
here's the issue, though. Harvey was about to pull the trigger, so he had no other option.
He just wasn't thinking. We've seen millions of times when Batman was about to pull the trigger and he threw a batarang right at him.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing.
One of my favorite things is in the Telltale game. There's a scene where Harvey's flipping a coin. Bruce takes the coin and he has a mental breakdown. Doesn't Batman grab the coin?
So last night,
Yeah.
So last night I watched Batman: The Long Halloween. It was a good movie, but it wasn't the greatest animation movie they've had. But it's like they were gonna allow. So they found like I don't want to spoil it too much, but they found something, and they weren't sure what to do with it. So they kind of flipped the coin. So it's like in that movie, they kind of make the whole flipping the coin moniker for Dent off of Batman saying, "Hey, why don't?" Then it's like, okay, so it's a coin toss. That's the line.
Yeah.
So it's a coin toss.
All right. Anyways, let's get back on track here. The suit's bad. All right. But I am going to say the next suit, the Kryptonite suit in the movie, is pretty awesome.
This one's good, but it's kind of bulky.
Yeah, that's true.
That's kind of bulky.
I mean, when you're fighting Superman,
yeah,
you have no choice here, because
you don't.
Take that suit away. What's Batman gonna do?
Absolutely nothing. But then again, here's the thing about Batman versus Superman between The Dark Knight. Okay, if you look at it, when Dent died in The Dark Knight, that was an accident because Batman tackled him off a cliff. Not off a cliff, but off a ledge because he was about to kill somebody. Batman legit wanted to kill this guy, okay? Affleck's Batman wanted to kill Superman. Like, here's the he was like, I'm going to stab a spear of kryptonite through your heart.
Martha! Martha!
Stop.
Martha! No, I gotta say though, Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor is some top tier cringe level right there.
Yeah, I think Jesse was. I guess when they made the decision, when they made the decision, I guess at the time they thought it was a good idea, and I didn't think it was a bad idea either. Just the way it played out just didn't work just didn't work, and I feel bad because I watched Eisenberg in the Now You See Me, Now You Don't Now You See Me, Now You Don't movies where it's kind of like that magic troupe that just robs banks. He plays a great role in that. That's when I first.
Seen Zombieland?
No.
Oh dang, man, that's a good movie.
Yeah, like.
Anyways, though, but this suit though is pretty cool. So
yeah, I like the eyes. I like how the eyes lit up. You know what would have made it even better? If he just covered his mouth. And it kind of was like this, all right, hey, I'm going to, like, Like, if they would have covered his mouth, it would have really looked like he was going into war. I mean, he's going into war now, but it was like, oh, like, war. Like, it's a war at that point in the movie, but it's like, oh, gosh darn it, war.
That's
Yeah.
true. All right. So next we have is the upcoming adaptation that's probably going to be good. I'm scared, Tanner. I don't want it to suck, Tanner.
I don't either. Because
it ain't fair that Spider-Man keeps getting good movies, but Batman doesn't. It ain't fair, Tanner.
To be honest, the Dark Knight, like, so what? Wasn't the last adaptation of Batman we seen was the Snyder Cut movie?
Yeah.
Like, okay, so I haven't watched the Snyder Cut yet because I wanted to see Joker.
Pretty good.
I want to see Joker first before I see the Snyder Cut. Here's the thing.
Well, hold on, Tanner, do you have like 4 hours of your life?
Me? Kinda.
Because the Snyder Cut's like 4 hours.
What is?
Snyder Cut.
Is it? Oh, that's right. Huh.
It's like 4 hours.
Yeah.
And, they record it in a ratio where there's black bars next to the movie. Because like they wanted the wider angle and frame.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't get rid of the black bars, just stretch it out. They left it in there, so it's kind of hard to watch with that. But overall, I thought it was.
So you're telling me to watch this? Don't watch this at night when your brothers go to bed and it's about 8 o'clock. So don't watch this at night. Just watch it kind of midday.
Just watch it when you have time. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. That's
well, here's the thing. Like, what did you think of Justice League?
I thought it was okay. I'd probably, if I wanted to watch a Justice League movie, I'd probably watch the animation ones they were doing at the time.
Yeah.
But those
were really good.
Yeah, it was like, meh.
I hated Justice League. I thought it was bad. But like, all right, here's the thing. All the things that suck in Justice League, suck in the Snyder Cut.
They do.
It is still the same movie. It is still the same movie. They didn't take out the stuff from the other one, but they just added.
I heard this.
Oh, we're gonna have. Oh, my camera battery's about to die. Let me just stop recording real quick.
So I will say that I will. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Is the Snyder Cut better than the actual one, though?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. Are they? So based on what they did with Joker was R. The Snyder Cut was R.
Yeah.
I believe the upcoming Suicide Squad's R, right?
Let me look that up.
I think it is.
I like that they're using that. What was the star name? I forget his name. Starfish.
What starfish?
Remember that giant starfish with one eyeball from the comics?
Parasite?
He was like, I think so. I remember. I don't remember him that well. He was like some villain no one cares about.
Oh yeah,
like the condiment. Yeah.
Yeah, the new whatchamacallit?
I like the brand name.
The new Suicide movie is rated R.
Oh, nice.
My question is.
Hold on, let's pause this. I got a tank of battery. You're still recording, right?
Yeah, I'm still recording.
Just talk about your opinion while I fix this.
I like this suit. The only issue I have with it is the cowl, like the head part, is too big. It's too big. I get that Matt Reeves is trying to make this like not a year one Batman story, but like, okay, he's had time being Batman. The only issue is the cowl, maybe the neck collar around the neck for the cape.
Yeah.
Like, that's my issue. Like, the head and the cowl. Otherwise, like, this suit looks bulky, but it's a good bulky. Where if you go back to the Batman, like, the Kryptonite suit in Batman versus Superman, it's, like, too bulky. This is bulky. This is a good bulky, you know? It kind of looks like...
Yeah.
It looks good. I don't like how how big the head is and the forehead is. It doesn't. I don't think it has to be that big, to be honest. But then again, if you look at it, some suits have had big foreheads, but this one, like if you look at the Dark Knight forehead compared to this one, the Dark Knight one has, it's got a particular, like this, like Patterson's one's just straight up round. If you look at Dark Knight, it's got the edges, it's got like curves in it to make it look kind of humane. This one just looks.
So how would you rate it?
This is a good suit. I like it already. I think the trailer for this is promising.
Yeah, it's really. I like the music that they're playing.
Yeah.
The background trailer.
So
I like how they're making Riddler a serial killer now, and he's using the riddles for you to figure out, like kind of like the Zodiac killer.
Yeah.
How he
So
had sending like letters for you to figure them out.
you'll probably know this better than I do. The No More Lies storyline. This is what they're going with. So when I watch somebody react to it, I watch New Rockstars. So that's how I watch my Marvel stuff and DC breakdowns. So when the guy was watching the trailer, he was excited because he predicted No More Lies and he got it right.
Nice.
I think my favorite scene out of the trailer, though, is the whole "I'm gonna break the face of the clown." That's probably one of the best combat scenes we've seen ever in a Batman movie already.
It is pretty brutal how he just beats that guy down.
I actually think that guy's dead. I don't think he's got any broken bones. I legit think that guy died.
The thing I always imagine is Batman punching you is gonna hurt.
Yeah, it is. Every time it is, but
the more the movies are going on, they're making a suit more like it's not even a suit anymore. It's just armor at this point, like metal in armor, because he has all this like sci-fi gadgets on him now.
Yeah,
So like him punching you, you probably there's a high chance you're gonna die if he hits you in the face.
Yeah, I will say, like, I'm glad they're making Riddler a serial killer now. I like what Reeves is doing and making him the main focus. Like, out of all the trailers, the 2 lines he says, actually, the 3 lines?
Riddle me this. If he doesn't say riddle me this, I'm gonna be mad.
But you know what? If he didn't, and I know this isn't true to who the Riddler character is, I wouldn't be mad because this is a different spin on the Riddler character. This is a psycho. You know what? Might as well say it. He duct taped a guy's head and used his own blood while the guy was still breathing.
Yeah, well,
he's a
Batman Batman's a character that can change all the time. You can have him kid-friendly, or you can have him dark and serious. Why can't Riddler get that?
And I'm glad they're doing that to Riddler. Yeah. I really am. So, you want to be honest? I think this might be the best Riddler we've ever seen in a movie, and that's not.
Well, we haven't. The only Riddlers we've seen was the Adam West show and
Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey played a hell of a Riddler.
Yeah, he was fun. He was just.
And I'm saying this, and I think the reason why this Riddler could be better is because it's not the normal Riddler we're used to. It's not the guy that's leaving riddles who isn't, saying riddle me this all the time, who isn't wearing green. He's wearing a ski mask and goggles, and he's killing and he's leaving people alive while he cuts them open, takes their blood, duct tapes their head, and writes No More Lies on their face.
Yeah.
And I will say, can I say this?
Yeah.
I think the change in the villains that Batman has had so Batman has had his villains, all right, Joker, Quinn, Riddler, Freeze, Penguin, Catwoman, Ivy. There's, ever since The Dark Knight, and this started with Joker, different takes have been taken on the villains, where it isn't just Batman anymore. It's the villains in general. And I think that's what made The Dark Knight so good, is because, Christopher Nolan took Batman, put his own spin on it, made him good. He did the same thing with Joker too. He didn't just make this. He didn't make Joker this guy who laughs. He's kind of he made him like he made him powerful. He made him frightening, and he made him powerful.
He's basically like a force of nature. Nothing can stop him.
And
even at the end, when Batman beat at him, he won at the end.
Yeah. If you look at any Joker you've ever seen, he hasn't had power. No, wait. He hasn't been frightening. Okay? Yeah. Animations and some live action, he hasn't been frightening.
That's kind of the thing with the new Joker is he doesn't come across as frightening. You just feel sorry for him because the movie takes time to explain why he's like this. So you really understand why he's like that. But yeah, I agree with you because the new one isn't scary. Like, just the way he looks, you can probably beat him up in a fight. But in The Dark Knight, he walks into a place with bombs strapped on him. So yeah, I agree with that.
And Ledger's Joker wasn't afraid to get into combat action. I'm not saying that. Yeah, and I'm not saying any other Joker wasn't like that, but it's like he wasn't. It wasn't a last resort to him. It's not like he would shoot a gun or play tricks. He would legit fight Batman.
Yeah.
And
so how do you rate the suit?
This is a good suit to me.
All right. Now, for me, when an image showed up of the movie before we got the trailer, and he had these giant goggles on, and
there was a photo that I remember. There was a photo that leaked, but I didn't see it. Let me see if I can find it.
The image for me looked horrible, and I didn't like what they were going with, and I thought the suit was going to suck. But now with this suit, my only flaw with it is the mask and the bat symbol, because if you look in the middle of the bat symbol, there's no bat. It's just the wings. Where's the bat?
There's no head, yeah. But to be honest, I think with the symbol, though, actually,
it looks like it can come off.
It does, and I think he uses that as a gadget of some sort, but I don't think it's a battering. I think it's something else.
Yeah. I mean, Spider-Man had, like, a little drone that flew off with him.
Yeah.
So
I think
it might be something like this.
I think the symbol is a gadget, which is smart on that. It's not...
like two pieces, though. Like,
yeah, it does look like two pieces. Yeah. Does it look like a true bat emblem? No. But I think the idea of it possibly being a gadget and the emblem's kind of neat. I will say that.
Right. The other flaw is I think the mask is a little smooth. Kind of looks like a ball.
Yeah, if you... when I was talking to them while you were doing your camera thing, I pulled up the picture of The Dark Knight and his. It has a roundness to it, but it also has these features where it looks like... To me, it kind of looks like a Catwoman.
That's true. Like, it looks like you can see your reflection in his mask.
I think you can. Hold on.
If you look, Tanner, if you look closely, you can see yourself in there.
That hurt me. Okay, that hurt. But it's like if you look at the cowl, there's some light in the background that you can kind of see off of it. There's some light near. I think that's Gordon holding that envelope. And
that's the thing. We got a black Commissioner Gordon.
I think that's neat.
At least I think that's Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah, it is Gordon.
Yeah, I hope so.
That's good. They're getting diversity, which is good.
We don't get a black Batman though, because we're never going to get that.
It's kind of like.
I mean, we had a black Spider-Man through all the 90s. Miles was a character for a
Miles Morales. Like, here's the thing, though, and I'm not trying to say anything to offend people, but that, like, it was Miles Morales. It was a different character from Peter Parker. Like, when you think Bruce Wayne, you think playboy philanthropist. He's got a huge mansion. He's got money. He's rich. Oh, wait, he's the guy that can probably kill you at any point he wants to.
And when you think of Spider-Man, you got a kind of a nerd guy, work on science projects and stuff. And when you think of Miles, you have... you see where I'm going with.
Yeah, I do. Let me see, images.
Right, so,
Oh, yeah, no, never mind, I did see it. Yeah, the goggles. But that wasn't Patterson, was it? Wasn't it a stuntman? Because if you look... Look at the shoulders. I'm looking at the shoulders in the picture now.
It is.
It's
The way it's built. He looks thick.
They fixed the suit a lot because, A, he doesn't have the goggles.
Maybe that was supposed to be a suit, but then fans, Sonic fans got mad and redesigned it.
The shoulders are different on the one that got leaked versus this one.
All right, so overall, I think this is a good suit.
I like this too.
Now that concludes our probably an hour-long video. I'm looking at the time here.
Me too. 51 minutes. So yeah, just about an hour.
Yeah, all right.
I do have one question. I got one question for you, Isaiah. When is the second trailer for this movie coming out?
I have no clue. Maybe they might do it old school, just one trailer and we're done.
Yeah. So when the trailer came out, I was at DC Fandom. All right. DC Fandom. Yeah. So they announced the new Batman game. They announced the Suicide game. They announced the Suicide Squad movie, I think, too. Something like that. And then they announced this one. And at the end of the trailer, it said 2021. Now,
it's probably COVID things happened at push or something.
To be honest,
like the same thing happened with the new Godzilla movie. I remember hearing about it back in 2015 when I was 10, and I was so hyped up until that year, and it took 5 years up to it. And I just remember thinking to myself, if I were to tell my young self about this, how mad would I be that it got pushed to another year?
Here's my issue. Now, wait. I have a feeling that DC Fandom was a part of... Wasn't DC Fandom... I think DC Fandom was during the pandemic.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it was. So I think they... You want to be honest? I think they pre-made the trailer.
Yeah.
I think they... Yeah. So, do you think they come out with it? So do you think they come out with a second trailer? Closer to... So the release date's supposed to be March 2nd, 2022.
Yeah, I see getting close to March, they'll release the trailer.
Closer to March or maybe beginning mid-January?
I'm thinking closer to March.
Some movies have 2 to 3 trailers, so you're thinking closer to March, so maybe like mid-February, end of February? No, wait.
One thing I hope is they don't do it what they did with Spider-Man Far From Home, because as soon as the first trailer showed up, we immediately knew what the movie was going to be about. It's like, if you're a Spider-Man fan, you know Mysterio, and when you see him, you know what the movie's about at this point. You knew the monsters were fake, and you knew it was an illusion by Mysterio.
Yeah, here's I will say this. Except for the No More Lies plot that they're going with, they've got the Riddler, they've got the mob bosses, they've got Catwoman in an instance, and they've also got, I guess, Penguin? Yeah.
Yeah, I heard Penguin was going to be in it. Is he in it?
Yeah, so this Batman movie has a lot of villains. So if all right, Batman Begins, they had Scarecrow and then Al Ghul, and then
wasn't Al Gore just Scarecrow all along?
No. Scarecrow was
working with him, right?
Well, it was Crane who was the Scarecrow, and then Scarecrow made a brief presence in the dark.
That's another thing I hate about Batman Begins. You rarely get to see Scarecrow.
He was the beginning villain, and then towards the end it was Al Ghul. And then, all right, then
that sucked because Scarecrow is my favorite.
Do you count Talia al Ghul in The Dark Knight Rises a villain? Because her presence was felt in the movie, but it wasn't felt as a villain. It was felt as a business partner to Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the only Batman movie that's had one villain is probably The Dark. I mean, there's probably more, but it's like the recent ones. It's been The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah. All right. Now, out of the list, what's your favorite suit?
I'm huge on that Dark Knight suit. I'm huge.
For me, it has to be the Batman Returns suit, because that is just the most classic, good-looking one up to this day.
Yeah.
So anyways, that concludes our videos. Make sure you all subscribe to Tanner's OnlyFans.
I don't have an...
His name is Pit Daddy Duck 69. 9, and the more he watches OnlyFans, you get to see content like this.
See, this is what, ladies and gentlemen, this is what he does to me. This is what he does to me. This is what this is what you do to me all the time.
I love all of you, all 6 of you watching this video, and let's hope. Here's Tanner. You got a drink with you?
No, I don't.
All right, well, just raise something in the air. Here's that the new Batman movie doesn't suck.
Yep, I'll give it a thumbs up. Hey, you know what you have to put in? And that's all, folks.
All right, well, see you next time when we talk about the Joker outfits.
Oh, we're doing that? Ooh. Ooh, that'd be fun. That'd be nice. All right. Man, thank you for having me today. Appreciate it.